on, guys? It's Real Estate Ryan with the Stawasz Group, and we're here at the Bach Building in South Philadelphia with the owner, Mike Lynch of Miles Table. And Mike, thanks for joining us.
Ryan, thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's been fun talking with you a little bit prior to learn about your business, and I'm excited to share that with people who don't know anything about Miles Table. So let's start off, where are your locations, and then what products and or services do you guys offer?
Miles Table it's become a neighborhood brunch spot. So the locals know it. Our first one started on South Street, 1620 South, and now our second location opened up at the Bach Building, on the ground floor of the Bach Building. So it's been fun. Same food, nice atmosphere, a little bigger space here. So we were able to have some people in to eat. So
you guys are a brunch spot, open in the morning and then close in the afternoon?
Yep, people come in and have their coffee, they sit down and have a breakfast sandwich. We have some specials that they'll take a breakfast sandwich out and a coffee. People come and have lunch, the offices order things along those lines. They'll come in, a group, have some food.
Okay, awesome. And then as far as how you got started, when did you get started in this industry? And I don't even think it was in necessarily the retail restaurant business, right? It was more on the catering side of things. Yeah,
the funny thing about this industry itself is that you don't choose it, it chooses you. I kind of felt right. So I worked at restaurants as a kid, as a dishwasher to a line cook, and then I chose culinary school as an outlet for it. That's what felt comfortable with me.
Sure.
And then we started, almost as soon as we got out of culinary school, we started running an operation, the Lombard Swim Club, and we learned how to cater food.
Nice.
And we started a catering company, which was most of our business, and that was probably around 2000, 2008 we became Miles, and 2012 we purchased the property on South Street, and now we have that since then. It's been going for 8 years almost.
Very cool. So started out doing corporate and business kind of catering and at 20th and Lombard, and then transitioned into a couple of retail locations.
Yeah, the idea behind the place on South Street was it was supposed to be for the neighborhood, which we were in the private swim club and we sold food and they lived in the neighborhood, and we said, hey, let's open up outside where they can get us year round. And a very similar concept, so that's what it was. And it just became, we kept changing them, tweaking the hours, changing it the way it is. And people came for brunch and people came for lunch, and as more people live in the neighborhood and frequent us, it's just now a spot. It's just there.
Yeah, it's a fantastic spot at 16th and South. If you guys have never been, we frequent there because of the proximity of our office, and we're actually sitting in the Bach Street location, so we're at 821 Dudley Street in South Philly, and you've got the rooftop deck above for drinks, and you can stop down here and get a bite to eat now, which is awesome. So what are some of the most popular dishes, or what can people expect to eat here?
We have, so the menu consists of the standards, which is a chalkboard drawn menu. We have a local artist draw it up for us, and that has all the different staples. Like think about an omelet, different things for breakfast, your eggs, at lunchtime we have a bunch of different salads. Cobb salads with some protein, some vegetarian salads, you have burgers, sandwiches, and on the weekends, well actually all the time, we have different, more unique type specials that have, which we call the El Guapo burrito. Is a burrito. We do a house-made chorizo, eggs, cheddar cheese rolled up, some great sauces with it. And people come in, all kinds of chicken and waffles is a big seller here on the weekends and during the week.
What about top tips for anyone that's looking to open their own business, whether it's catering or a restaurant? What tips would you give them?
Be prepared to do the work. It requires work. It's not, this is hard work.
Get your hands dirty.
Yeah, you gotta get your hands dirty. You gotta learn every facet of your business.
Yeah.
We come out, I'm a chef by trade. I came out and wanted to be a chef and realized that I had to be a bookkeeper at the same period of time, which, so it's part art and it's part, and obviously it's business. Yeah, and business, sometimes they don't mix, and sometimes I have arguments in my head, basic, trying to figure out what the best possible way, making decisions, going with them. But it's hard work, and just don't quit. is really
never give up, right?
Yeah, you can't really quit.
This location is open now. What time do you guys open at?
Currently we're open at 9 a.m.
9.
We get here a little before, so if you stop in early, we usually take care of people.
Okay.
And then we're closed currently at 2 p.m. 2. And it's usually pretty good. We get a little brunch crowd, a nice little crew of people coming in to eat, so it works out.
7 days a week? Or?
7 days a week, yes, 7 days a week.
All right, sweet. So they can check you out at either location right now, online, Instagram, Facebook. That's great to know. What's one thing that people might not know about Miles Table that you could share?
Well, there's a couple things, but the one that I say is Miles Table is named after Miles. Miles is my son. When I started the business, I had to come up with a name in about like 7 days, and he was the most important thing at the period of time. We've been through this. It was 2008, so we were kind of going through the motions of creating a business there, and we named it Miles Table. We actually named the corporation Miles Corner because we were going to open on South Street on a corner location. Turned out we didn't get that space, so we didn't name it Miles in the middle or anything along those lines, but we're now in the middle of the block between 16th and 17th on South. But cool. Yeah, Miles, he's the man.
Miles Table in Grad Hospital has become just a staple, whether you live there or work there, and it's a great lunch spot. What do you attribute to your success since opening in 2012, right?
Yes, 2012. What do I attribute? I attribute the ability to listen to your customer, if that makes any sense. Your customer tells you what they kind of want. We came up with a plan on what we were trying to deliver, and then the sales showed this, right? Or customers ordering showed that. And we've been adaptive. We've done the best we possibly could. We set up a concept of order at the counter and sit down and eat. So we knew we wanted it to be fast. That was something. And then we're just there. We're in the neighborhood. We're consistent. We are quality food. We show up when we're supposed to be there. We're open when we're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So the consistency, and again,
consistency.
And it's being flexible and.
It makes sense. And when you say listening to your customer, does that mean that talking to people, figuring out what they like and don't like, and then removing those things from the menu and maybe trying something new?
I don't think anything ever gets removed from the menu. It gets hard. We used to do dinner service, actually. We were open till 9 o'clock at night, and we had a whole different menu. And it was like the customer, not by words, but they came for dinner, some of them, but they said, you know what? Let's focus on brunch and lunch, and that's what we ended up doing, and it's been much more successful. We've been able to focus on the things that that they're coming in for on a regular basis. We got their coffee; it's hot for them, and their different drinks and their breakfast sandwiches and things along those lines. So they kind of said, "Hey, just be," and we were okay. Yeah, we're good. We like this.
How long did it take you to figure out that maybe dinner wasn't quite suited for what? Your product? I know you said you were doing it for a while. Was it a year, 2 years? Like, when did you just become breakfast and lunch?
I wasn't that quick. It was longer than I should have. I think part has to do with ego. You think that you should be in every field.
Definitely.
But I think we transitioned 2017 to all. So we were there for 5 years, and we were making a go of it. But I just felt like it would be easier on the team. Like the team could focus on one meal period or 2 meal periods, and it'd be easier on us as a group trying to, and that's what happened. We narrowed down the product, and it kind of, hey, this is what we do. And then we're, before it was
found the sweet spot.
Yeah, how do I say? Before we'd be like, hey, we're a brunch, lunch, dinner, late night snack, whatever you want type place.
Open
but whatever you want, we got it. But it changed, around 2017, and we said, you know what? If this doesn't work, we can go back. And so, all kinds of different fun dinner stuff.
Trial by fire.
Yeah, and then we let other people on South Street itself do those. There's other great businesses right there, good food places to go out to eat.
Yeah.
And I still get in trouble from my neighbor who will tell me, hey, we love coming over here for dinner. It's like, you should have came a little more often, but it's been good that way. And there's some great places right there on South Street, and obviously around here.
As far as business goes, are you guys hiring? Are you looking for new employees as you start to, hopefully ramp back up?
Yeah, as the weather changes, as the vaccine seems like it's rolling out much more, it's much better. More and more people are coming out. So yes, we're hiring front of the house. We just went through and brought in a few more chefs, cooks, things along those lines. So yes, we're ramping up with the catering, for weddings and event staff, those types of things. So we'll see that as, it's a good feeling to feel like you're coming through the other side.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet, but we're happy to be where we are right now.
That's awesome. So if someone's looking to apply for one of those positions, is it on your website? Or?
Milestable.com. It has there's all different, there's a careers link right there, and you have the ability to see what's open and available.
Perfect, perfect. All right, so they can do that if they're looking for employment opportunities, and then you've got your website to find you. Google, they can find you. We're in the Bach building. We've got 16th and South is your original location, and then catering, does that all go through your website?
Everything's
as well?
right there, milestable.com. We're all on one website. Anything that you need, like I said, even though, no dinner though. No, I'm only kidding. Anything that you need is right there. From you got links to our Instagram, links to all over the place.
What's your Instagram? Do you know it off
It's
the top
at
of your
Milestable.
At Milestable.
Yep, at Milestable, Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook. All right, that's super easy. Brunch, lunch. Mike's your man. You might even, if you catch him, say hello. I know I'm excited to frequent you over here when you guys fully open. This has been great to share this with everyone, and for those people that don't know anything about your business, I mean, to me it's such a great staple and lunch spot, or brunch, breakfast, which I apparently need to frequent to a little bit more often. So thank you for sharing with us kind of your story and how you got here.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming and listening.
Sweet, dude. All right, well, that is a wrap at our Business Spotlight series. We're here with Milestable, Mike Lynch, the owner, and thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you on the next one.